Astrology friends and family from around the world. This is Lada from Astrolada.com, and these are your July 2022 video horoscopes. To watch the extended version, where I also talk about world events and all the rest of the 12 signs are together in one video, check out my main channel, Ladaduncheva. Or to watch the short version, you can watch it at my channel, new channel, Astrolada, where there is one video for each of the 12 signs, which is 7-8 minutes long. And by the way, before we start, I want to tell you that this is the last time this year that I'm offering my courses, astrology courses made by me at a promotional price of 25%. So grab the deal if you're interested in learn astrology with me. Now let's begin.
All right, now Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, July 2022. This is your month, Cancers. Yes, there is a new moon happening in your sign at the very end of June, the beginning of July. So from the very beginning of July, you have the green light to start new beginnings. And you'll notice a lot of inspirations that are coming to you. If it's your ascendant in Cancer, you might start new beginnings with your physical body and health. Your moon with your family, if it's your sun there, overall renewal of your vitality, your energy is coming back, you're feeling more center stage, you're feeling more energetic, more alive, new beginnings are coming, and you become center of attention, you're more initiative, goal-getting. Plus Mercury will be joining the sun in your sign from July the 6th, so they might be from July 6th till July the 20th. Mercury and the sun are together there. You can find yourself feeling more skilled. The flow of information will increase. A lot of calls maybe from people, a lot of new acquaintances, meeting, talking, short travels, communicating. Mercury speeds up all those mercurial things in your life. So the flow of information, communication, good for business, good for writing, speaking. If you have any reports to do, any written work, any work that requires your skills or your intelligence, do it around this from the 6th till the 20th of July while Mercury is in your sign. You'll be more organized, you'll be more communicative, you'll express yourself in better ways, you'll find yourself faster in the mind, lighter on your foot as well, and just more social overall. And then Venus enters your sign from July the 19th, even though Mercury and the sun will leave it, but Venus will grace you with its presence from July the 19th to the end of the month, so you'll be very protected in that time. Plus, very pleasant experiences start coming to you. Maybe use the Mercury sun energy for work, for career, the first 20 days, for important communications, get things done. But when Venus enters your sign from July the 19th, well, become like Aphrodite, pamper yourself, pleasant holidays can appear. Maybe you can, more romantic experiences, more enjoyment of the five senses. You can become more attractive if you want to do hairstyles or buy new clothes or anything for the beautification of your environment or yourself will come with ease and grace after July the 19th. Plus, you become more magnetic, more attractive. Others are more attractive to you. You become more easygoing, more zen, more forgiving. So if you have some maybe more dates can happen for you, more ability to enjoy very pleasant things. If you go on a holiday, you would really enjoy the food and all those things while Venus is in your sign the last 10 days and of the month and the first 10, 15 of the next month. So Venus gives you all those good things, Cancers. Then Taurus is very strongly activated. From the 6th of July, from the beginning, Mars enters your 11th house. It's going to be there till the end of the month, and at the end of the month, it will join Uranus and the North Node in your 11th house. So your social area becomes extremely active. These are all very active planets: Mars, Uranus, North Node, Rahu. North Node amplifies, but also explosive. Mars and Uranus towards the end of the month, there can be some exciting, but also encounters that are explosive with other people in your social environment, or you might get very like some new people entering your life that there's almost like revolutionization revolution in your friendship circle, in your environment, maybe joining certain groups, whether online or in real life, that are very new, innovative, new, that bring a lot of new ideas into you and that shake your world around, but it comes somehow through other people. And there might be some crisis in relationships with friends, because these are a bit kind of explosive energies there, like aggressive sometimes, Mars with Uranus, and Rahu magnifies it. So also be careful for such things. That's the lower manifestation of this. Maybe both can happen. Some really exciting people and long-term projects. The 11th house is your long-term projects, your goals and dreams that you really get activated into following or being initiative on. That you find yourself that you go after goals and projects that are bolder, more daring, very excitable, very collective in some way. Plus, also it can mean that something happens in society collectively in July or the end, or August even, that affects a lot your goals and plans, which is the 11th house, your long-term goals and plans, your social environment, your gains and income as well is the 11th house. But you will have to, there might be a new source of gains and incomes that comes. 11th house is also connected to the markets. So there can be some explosive, very sudden energy there, some big changes that you have to very quickly adapt to align to, let's say. Plus the 11th house is income. So a new source of income can come as an idea for you, that I'm not saying immediately that you'll do it, but as an idea first it can come. And Mars can make you start acting on it, but it might take years or months for it to unfold. So very interesting energies, guys. Very interesting, very, and of course, a bit unpredictable. It's a bit hard to predict Uranus and Mars together. Then you have on July the 13th, a full moon. And the full moon is in your 7th house, Cancers, in Capricorn with Pluto. It can mean that from July the 13th, around those days, there's a lot more focus on your relationship. I know that it's your month, but every time when the sun is in your sign, there's also a full moon in the opposite sign. So while you're becoming something new, being renewed, starting new things, it's also important to pay attention to your relationships, and especially to put some boundaries there and to learn the power of no. Maybe your partner will have more power of no, say, with this Capricorn new moon. And especially it's important, some of you might notice that they need to purge, because the new moon, the full moon is with Pluto, to purge some toxic influences from others. From partners, business partners, or people that you communicate on one-on-one, that you communicate on one-on-one with, or maybe to put some barriers as well. And there might be some big transformation that is happening in your relationships. In worst case scenario, some power struggle that's happening with your partner, business partner, client around that time because of the Pluto involvement. On a best positive case is that very intense psychological experience, deep, intimate psychological experience with another person. It can indicate a little crisis or little power struggle possible in a relationship with others around that time, to be careful of around July 13th. It might be a few days before, a few days after, but you as Cancer specifically very strongly feel it from others. Plus it can mean that you're completing some relationship or contract and letting it go and releasing it, but you come out transformed out of that. It can also mean some transformation happening in the life of your partner as well. Some big or sudden change, psychological transformation, or even external one. All right, so there we go, Cancers. Thank you so much. A lot of things happening, but the most important things are, I forgot. Jupiter is turning retrograde as well at the very end of the month, July 29th, in your 10th house. And that for you, Cancer, indicates career. So there can be some, starting from the end of the month, for the next 3-4 months, some old career project coming back to be reworked, or some old boss coming into your life, or some change of wind in your career. So rethinking your career, but having more clarity what it is, that it will clarify over the next 4 months. What is it you want to do? And for some of you, it can mean going back to a previous job or a project that you've been working on that you have to improve or that you have to put extra efforts on, seeing from a different perspective your and some kind of a change also in social status that is possible with Jupiter turning retrograde there. And also it can mean dealing with authority figures of some sort, institutions, and maybe things will slow down there a little bit. Maybe they will require a bit extra work, but the final result can be really fantastic, especially in regards to your social standing with authority figures, with institutions, or your career, and your own personal authority, or your vision for your career by the end of Jupiter turning direct in a few months from now.